Good day, grade 11. Now, for our class for environmental technologies, we will have two discussions. The first one is what you're seeing right now, interactive multimedia. So, when we're talking about interactive multimedia, it starts where in the time where the internet was not as fast as today's internet, that only text, images, and bits of sound are placed on most website. However, hindi nyo naabutan yung ganitong panahon na yung, for example, yung FB before ay hindi siya kasing immersive or interactive ng Facebook before, which is hindi nyo yata naabutan or medyo bata pa kayo that time. So, yun. So, however, in today's day and age, videos and music are now placed freely on most websites. So, yun po yung pinaka ng interactive multimedia. So, in the very sense, when we're talking about interactive multimedia, hindi ka lang passively nag-scroll dun sa isang certain website. So, parang nakakaroon ng interaction between dun sa user at dun sa web page or sa isang platform na kanyang ina-access. So, pwede siyang magpatugtog ng music, pwede siyang magpatugtog ng video, or pwede siyang mag-upload ng kahit anong material or content sa isang platform. So, yun po yung interactive multimedia. Now, pag-aalala naman natin kung ano yung mga content or mga types of content na pwedeng ilagay sa isang interactive multimedia na platform. First is video. When we're talking about video, it is a sequence of moving images, typically with accompanying audio that is recorded and presented for presentation, education, or information. Examples include movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, and TikTok videos. Now, when we're talking about videos, it is an audio-visual presentation na may mga na gumagalaw. It is a set of movie images na may kasamang audio. So, ang madalas na platforms na pwedeng pag-upload dan ng videos is like TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and so on and so forth. So yun po ang first multimedia content, videos. Next naman is sound, music, or audio. So, sound, music, or audio refers to any type of auditory content that can be heard, such as songs, podcasts, sound effects, and voice recording. So, anything na hindi mo, even though it pertains to the kind of content na hindi mo magagamitan ng sense of sight, however, magagamitan mo siya ng sense of hearing or naririnig mo lamang yung isang certain content. That falls under sound, music, or audio. So, ano yung mga examples ng mga platforms na pwedeng gamitan ng sound or music, or audio? So, examples po dito ay yung Spotify and Apple Music. So, pwede itong in a form of songs, yung mga kanta. For example, yung mga certain artists na pinapakinggan nyo, it falls under sound, music, or audio. And aside from that, yung mga podcast. So, as long as ang primary function or na nagagamit po natin is yung ating tenga or ating sense of hearing, it falls under sound, music, or audio. Next naman is online games. So, the third multimedia content is online games. So, when we're talking about online game, it is a video game that is played over the internet with other players. Examples include massively multiplayer online role-playing games or MMORPGs like World of Warcraft, EVE Online, first-person shooters like Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, and Battle Royale games like Fortnite and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So online games, these are kind of games or video games that is accessible online. So and aside from that, pwede pong makaroon ng interactions yung mga users within that specific game. So katulad po ng sinabi, yung Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, hindi lang ikaw yung naglalaro, tapos kalaban mo lang is mga computer or bots. So, pwedeng makalaban mo is yung mga players din na katulad mo na naglalaro on that specific moment real time. So, yun po yung online games. Next naman na multimedia content is online test. So an online test is an assessment that is administered over the internet, typically using a web browser. So examples include educational tests like the C18, ACT, certification exams like the Cisco Certified Network Associate, and personality tests like Myers-Briggs type indicator. So yung online test, ang pinaka-essence lang naman ito is these are the test regardless of what it is or its content, it is a kind of test that is being administered online. So pwede ito yung mga test na ginagamit for academics or pwede din itong mga test na ginagawa just for fun. For example, yung mga Myers-Briggs type indicator or gusto mo malaman kung ano yung personality type mo, kung crush ka ba ng crush mo. So those are online tests. And lastly, for multimedia content is courseware. We're talking about courseware. It refers to software that is used for educational purposes, such as learning platforms and digital textbooks. So examples of it are Coursera, Udemy, and Khan Academy. Wait lang. Ayun, when we're talking about courseware, these are kind of platforms na nagpo-provide siya ng mga online online teachings or online classes on a specific discipline or specific subject or specific profession. For example, yung sa mga, if ever alam niyo yung mga Udemy, Khan Academy, nagbibigay sila ng mga lessons, online lessons on a certain topic. For example, gusto mong matuto about sa English. So may mga klase doon sa Udemy or Khan Academy na pwede mong pasukan para may mga videos sila na present na may discussion about on a certain subject. And most of the time, yung mga itong mga platforms ay may binibigay silang certificate at the end of at, at the end of the course na pwede mong gamitin or pwede mo siyang gamitin if ever na mag-apply ka and so on and so forth. So that is for courseware. Ang keyword natin for courseware is courses or education. Ah, next is podcast. So when we're talking about podcast, it is a digital audio file that is made available for download or streaming over the internet. So podcasts are typically episodic and often produced in series. So somehow related siya dun sa sound, music, or audio. However, kung sa nauna, sa sound, music, or audio is somehow one time lang siya. For example, yung isang kanta, may tendency naman na makaon ng parang second part. However, most of the time or majority is isa lang or pag audio clip ng isang sound effect. So, isa lang siya. However, sa podcast, ang characteristic niya ay episodic. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang continuation or meron siyang susunod na part na somehow related sa isa't isa. So, yun po yung pinaka-essence ng podcast. So, para naman silang pinapagana yung ating sense of feeling. However, sound, music, or audio ay one time. However, ang podcast is episodic or series. Next naman is vodcast. So kung podcast is more on audio pa rin, ang vodcast naman, it is video plus audio. So somehow video siya in a form video type of podcast. So podcasts can be streamed or downloaded and are typically viewed on a computer or mobile device. So for example, ito yung mga sa mga YouTube, may ibang sa YouTube, yung mga full videos ng kanilang podcast na nakikita mo rin sila or meron din sa Spotify. However, hindi masyado, hindi katulad sa YouTube. Again, when we're talking about podcast, it is video podcast. So, magkaroon lang tayong mabilisang review sa key terms na na-encounter natin for today. First is multimedia. When we're talking about multimedia, it uses multiple media contents like videos, sounds, applications, and etc. Next is courseware. When we're talking about courseware, those are online courses that simulate the classroom online. So they are offers courses on a specific subject matter or specific discipline or profession. third is podcast. When we're talking about podcast, it is an episodic series of audio or text files streamed online. Podcast naman, it is a episodic series of videos streamed online. And the fifth one is embed. So embed is to place an object from one site to another. For example, yung isang certain link na mapipindot mo, tapos mapupunta ka sa isa pang site or another site na different dun sa una mong pinuntahan. So that is an example of embed. So now that we are done, we will now proceed to our next lesson for today, which is ICT as platform for change. So last time, sa mga last topic natin is pinag-aralan natin kung anong definition ng ICT, ano yung iba't ibang mga types of ICT, ano yung paano natin nagagamit or paano natin ginagamit yung ICT. Ngayon naman, pag-aaralan naman natin how ICT becomes a platform for societal change or pagbabago sa ating society. So sa Pilipinas ay mayroong mga events na mayroong naging mahalagang part na ginampanan ang ICT. So ang apat doon ay ang EDSA People Power Revolution, EDSA DOS, Million People March, and Yolanda People Finder. So, isa-isahin po natin yan. So, una is EDSA People Power Revolution. So, in 1986, the EDSA People Power Revolution, also known as the Yellow Revolution, overthrew the dictatorship of President Ferdinand Marcos. So, ang EDSA People Power, also known as Yellow Revolution, is nangyari noong 1986. Ang pinaka-purpose kung bakit siya nangyari is to overthrow President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. So, ICT played a crucial role in the revolution by facilitating communication between the protesters and supporters of the revolution. So yun po. So one of the important persons na nag-play ng mahalagang part dito is isang pare or isang priest which is named Father Cardinal Sin. So ano yung ginawa ni Father Cardinal Sin that time? So nag-ano siya, nakaroon siya ng mga announcement or on radio, nag-broadcast siya to radio na makakaroon ng ganitong na makakaroon ng EDSA People Power, and he encourages people to join that specific event. And yun po ang naging involvement ni ICT dahil through radio is nagawa niya ipakalat agad in the very fastest way possible yung balita about sa People Power Revolution. So the revolution also inspired the development of independent media outlets and the proliferation of alternative news sources. So before kasi nung martial law is somehow limited or walang masyadong hindi pinapayagan ng government yung pag-practice ng press freedom. However, dahil sa EDSA People Power Revolution ay nagkaroon ng independent media outlets or mga sources of information, or pwede silang gamitin ng mga tao as source ng isang specific information na hindi nakatay or hindi nakadepend sa ating government. So the next event is EDSA DOS. So EDSA DOS is also called as People Power 2 na nangyari noong 2001. So similar dun sa naunang version niya, ang kanyang purpose is to overthrow or to remove President Joseph Estrada from his from presidency. So, ano yung naging role naman dito ng ICT? So the internet and mobile phones were used to coordinate protests, spread information, and organize the masses. So somehow, ginamit nila yung ICT para mang-encourage ng mga tao. However, kung sa People Power is through radio broadcast lang, dito naman sa EDSA DOS is ginamit nilang internet at yung mobile phones para ma-encourage nila yung mga tao na sumali sa EDSA DOS. So yun po. So alternative news sources and social media platforms also played a significant role in shaping public opinion and facilitating the success of the movement. So yun po yung pati yung social media that time. However, yung social media natin on that time is ay hindi katulad ng Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ayun. So somehow hindi pa sila nag-exist noon that time. Kaya may mga ano yan, may mga nauna pang mga social media sites before, however, hindi na sila nag-exist or hindi na siya ginagamit. Ayun. So yun po. So the third event is the Million People March. So Million People March happened in 2013. So it is organized as the people's response to the pork barrel scandal that exposed the corruption in the Philippine government. So ICT played a vital role in the success of the movement, particularly in different social media platforms. So ito na yung medyo gamit na or ginagamit na si Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on and so forth. So yun po. So the internet is also used to spread information, and alternative news sources emerge para i-counter or to retract what the government or the narrative from the government is saying. So yun po yung naging purpose ng ICT. And last event is the Yolanda People Finder. So, if you are aware of the Super Typhoon Yolanda na nangyari noong 2013, it is considered one of the most most powerful typhoons na tumapak sa ating bansa. And aside from that, it leaves a high amount of damage like high number of deaths, infrastructures, and so on and so forth. So yun po. So because of that, may mga cases na may mga tao na napahiwalay sila dun sa mga loved ones nila due to Yolanda. And because of that, they use ICT to help to reunite these individuals. So the Yolanda People Finder is an online database na nagko-contain ng mga list of missing persons na pwede itong naglalaman din kung nasaan sila or kung buhay ba sila or patay na sila para makuha sila or magkita sila na kanilang mga loved ones. So, Yolanda People Finder is being powered or ginagamit sila or pinagmamayari sila ng Google Person Finder, which is under Google itself. So it is an ICT tool that helps people find missing persons during disasters. Uh, ang ICT hindi lamang siya nagagamit para makaroon tayo ng advancement sa maging maayos yung buhay natin or mapagaan yung ating buhay. So pwede din siyang gamitin for to help us to achieve a certain societal change. So yun po. So last na ano natin is yung change.org. However, hindi ko na ilagay yung tamang definition. When we're talking about change.org, it is an online platform that contains petitions. Petitions on different or various things. For example, meron kang gustong i-abolish na law, you will create a petition and you will ask different individuals to sign it. So yun po. However, hindi ko lang sure kung ang mga petition na nilalagay dito is talagang nagagamit siya or naapektuhan niya yung mga certain things na tinutukoy nitong may mga petitions na nagagawa. So yun po. So dito pa nagkatapos yung topic natin for today. And if you have questions, you may message me on Messenger. So our next meeting, please prepare. Magkakaroon po tayo ng quiz. So don't forget to review. So yun lamang and maraming salamat.